morning, Cool Charles.
How are you today, Mr. Weisberg?
I'm alive. But if I could, I'd like to bother you for a very long glass of water.
Sure.
How are you today, Reverend?
I'm on hold.
Me too. I take it our Yankee friend ain't here yet.
Tiger and Shorty went to collect him at the train station. Meetings in the dining room.
L'chaim.
L'chaim to you, too.
What's going on?
Nothing.
There's a meeting in the back?
Sort of.
How come?
None of your business.
I'll find out. I always do.
What you doing back there, Charles?
Substituting for Tiger. He went to collect the boy.
Well, all right. Come on, Miss Marie.
Boss had a son up around Boston.
I didn't know that.
None of us did. Never said a thing. Not a word. Now the boy's come down here. College professor, no less.
Yeah. Hello. This is the Right Reverend Tyrone Deal. I understand your fine little church over there has found itself without the services of a preacher. Is that correct? Deal. The Right Reverend Tyrone Deal. You've heard of me? You have?
How come the boy didn't fly down?
Said he's afraid of airplanes.
I don't blame him.
What's that, Miss Marie?
I said I don't blame him. Y'all listen up.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll talk to him later.
What's that guy?
Nobody. Don't worry about him.
Hello.
Is that him?
Uh-huh.
Seems like nice enough, fella.
Well, here he is. This here's Enos's boy.
Hello. Hello, Mr. Parrish. How's your trip?
Fine, thank you.
I'm Cy Weisberger, your father's lawyer. These other folks are, or were, your daddy's oldest employees. This is Anna Mae Thomas, our head waitress. Miss Marie, waitress emeritus of Chez Louisiana. And over there is Arthur Kenrow, who's our renowned chef. I believe you...
Cook. I ain't no chef.
Oh, that's right. Cook, sorry. I believe you know Tiger, who's our bartender, and Shorty, who's the assistant cook.
Assistant chef.
Assistant chef. Well, why don't we all sit down?
You know, we were followed here.
You were?
Pokey Lockeray. He's parked outside.
Where's my stick?
Behind the deep fryer.
Oh, now, Big Arthur, it really doesn't make any difference, Big Arthur.
Who's this pokey fella?
Le Carré. He owns another restaurant in town. He probably wanted to come out and say hello or something.
You want some coffee, something to drink?
No, thank you. Whew. Oh, is this hot down here?
Won't be getting hot down here for another month or so.
Really? It's hard to imagine.
Mr. Parrish.
Frank, please.
Frank, let me start by saying we're awfully sorry that you missed your father's funeral. But as you know, there was a certain amount of difficulty in tracking you down.
I understand.
He's tall.
What's that, Miss Marie?
I said the man's tall.
Yes, he is. You're taller than your father.
Really, I never knew him.
That's right.
My mother and father separated when I was 2. I never heard a word from him.
I see. Well, Frank, the way the Louisiana inheritance laws work, dating way back to the Napoleonic Code, is that you, as his only son, get everything.
Even if he'd have wanted to leave something to somebody else.
That's correct. Thank you, Anna Mae.
You're welcome.
Those possessions being a car.
Buick Riviera.
Thank you, Shorty. Some rental property. Small savings account.
How much, Bubba?
I'm really not at liberty to say.
I understand.
A small savings account and the restaurant. This restaurant being the main thing, of course.
You gone.
Are you saying my father had no choice but to leave me these things?
No, I'm not.
I'm saying that.
Anna Mae, Ennis had a will. Frank's name was on it. only Frank's name?
Let's get on to the other thing.
Okay. Frank, some of the employees here, mainly Tiger, Anna Mae, and Big Arthur, have gone to the bank and secured a small business loan, and they were wondering if perhaps you would be inclined in any way to sell them the restaurant.
Well, I have to look things over first.
Uh-huh.
Kind of see what's what.
Sure.
Get the lay of the land.
Absolutely.
And then I think I'd be glad to sell them the restaurant.
You promise?
Oh, I promise.
Well, give me a hug. Stand up here and give me a hug.
Hey, Frankie, I'll show you around New Orleans while you're here. I'll put on some Mickey Mouse soon when we do the sights. I guarantee it.
What do you think?
Let me go open a bottle of champagne.
I might have a drink myself.
He's a nice boy.
What's that, Miss Marie?
I said he's a nice boy.
Yes, he is a nice boy, and we're gonna feed this nice boy some lunch.
Papa, maman. Papa, maman. Papa, maman. Papa, maman. La volemos de noche. Un bulín petallo. Oh, yeah.
Miss Marie doesn't wait on tables?
Sure, but she only waits on customers been coming in 20 years or longer.
Big Arthur, that was just about the finest meal I've ever had.
Well, there ain't much to it, but thanks.
Guess that's what they call real Cajun cooking, huh?
That ain't no Cajun cooking, that's Creole. Watch what you're saying.
Sorry.
This here's classic cuisine.
Sorry, Big Arthur.
Looky here, why don't you go in your daddy's office and have a nice look around? We're busy here.
You need for a while. I got this.
Yes, sir. Mr. Parrish, I'm Cool Charles, Executive Vice President in charge of this and that.
Hi.
Get on going, Charles. Now.
Well, I certainly have enjoyed our little talk. Hope you enjoy your stay here. I sure do.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Cool, Charles. Your father kind of adopted. He feels in occasionally gets his meals free. Anything I can get you?
No, thank you.
You just holler. Bubba?
I'm fine.
Bubba?
That's my nickname.
Bubba Weisberger?
At your service.
You know, Bubba, at first glance, this restaurant looks a little like a dump.
Uh-huh.
But, it's beginning to look more and more like a gold mine to me.
Well, a restaurant is a very fragile thing, Frank. Boy, so I'm told.
How are you, sir? The Right Reverend Tyrone Deal. I understand you're Ennis's boy. It's a shame you missed the funeral, one of the biggest we ever witnessed. Wouldn't you say so, Bubba?
I would.
Yes, we're very funeral conscious down here. Now, I'm into real estate and any other thing that's got a little entrepreneurial bent to it. If I can be of service to you.
Thank you.
Telephone, Reverend.
Oh, thank you. Excuse me. Have a lemon drop.
Reverend's sort of a fixture around here. Me too.
Who's that?
Oh, that's Mrs. Bertha Griffin Lamore. Owns and operates the funeral home around here. Very powerful woman. But I imagine you're more interested in her daughter, Hannah Griffin. Hannah is the head mortician and embalmer.
She's an embalmer?
Uh-huh.
That woman's an embalmer?
Yeah.
Come on.
Afternoon, Mrs. Lamore. Miss Hannah.
Afternoon, Bubba.
How are you today?
Good. There's Bella out front. Innes's son.
Really?
Uh-huh. And he expressed an interest in meeting Miss Hannah.
Is that so?
Oh, he's a wonderful boy. Really wonderful.
He just expressed an interest in Hannah's unusual occupation, that's all.
And what is so unusual about it?
It's all right, Mama. This happens all the time. How you feeling, Miss Bertha?
Hi, Jordy.
Hi, Hannah.
Hi, Big Arthur.
Hi, baby. How you doing?
You got some ice?
Over there.
What are you doing?
He said he wanted to meet an embalmer, didn't he?
Yeah? Frank Parrish. Meet Hannah Griffin.
Why, hello, Mr. Parrish. I understand you're interested in my work.
Well, yes, I am.
Then why don't you buy me something cool?
Sure, absolutely. Why don't we have a seat over here? Tiger, something cool.
This is beginning to look like one of them swinging singles bars I've been reading about. Jesus call.
Hi.
Oh, hi. I was just looking at sorry, a little nervous. Heard it's bad luck to see a dead man.
You think that's true?
I don't know.
Gee, I hope not.
So, where are we going tonight?
I'm going to expose you to some of our local color.
Oh, please don't.
Something isn't right here.
Well, he looks real good to me.
This will just take a second.
The man made a noise. He's not dead.
Frank, let me
The
explain.
man made a noise. Jesus called, but he's alive.
Frank, the noise you heard was just air escaping from his windpipe.
Well, tell him to stop it. Air.
When I got the letter from Bubba, I was dumbfounded. The way my mother always talked, I was sure my father had died years ago. When I was a kid, I used to lie awake at night, thinking, where is he? What is he doing right now at this very moment? Is he safe? And then I grew up and decided I didn't give a damn. Let the devil have him.
So your mother raised you?
Yes, she raised me with a vengeance. Went to all the best schools. I played the piano, read the classics when I was 9, and I can foxtrot.
I'm impressed.
Are you really?
So what are you going to do with the restaurant?
I'm going to sell it, take the money, and go see France.
Mr. Parrish,
That's right.
I'm Pokey LeCurre. We almost met this morning.
That's right. You the guy follows from the train station. What was that all about?
How you handled?
I'm fine, thank you, Pokey. I guess you guys have some business to discuss. I'll just table hop.
I'll come right to the point, Mr. Parrish.
All right.
I own the other big restaurant in our part of town, you understand? And I want to buy your daddy's restaurant from you. You see what I'm saying?
Well, it's for sale.
Good.
I have to tell you, I already have one offer.
Now you got a better one. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I get it.
And for taking the best offer.
I can't, huh? You watch me. We fed the boy. Took him off of the street and we fed him.
It's his restaurant.
No, it ain't. It's our restaurant. We the ones worked our fingers to the bones in here. Our sweat's in this place. Our blood is on the floor. Look at us. Look at Arthur and Tiger and me. We ain't so much old as we all used up.
Well, I think it's at least a good sign that he's willing to come here and talk to us about it.
Bob, I was thinking, could we get a bigger loan at the bank?
Well,
What good would that do? You heard what he said. Whatever we bid, Pokey just bids higher. We'll all just quit, that's what.
Hi, Big Arthur. How you doing?
We'll all just take off our aprons and we'll walk on out of here.
That good, huh?
Calm down.
That's right. I think we ought to calm down.
Hey! Y'all come on out of here.
Oh, hello, Frank. I appreciate you coming. I know it's probably not easy.
Oh, I don't mind.
Look at that. He's smiling. You think this is funny?
No, I'm just in a good mood.
In a good mood? Arthur, go get your stick. Never mind, I'll get it.
Wait. Aunt May, look, I'm not going to sell a restaurant. I mean, I'm going to sell a restaurant, but I'm going to sell it to you. Now, is everybody happy?
Oh, Frank, this morning on the phone, you didn't say that.
I know. This morning I thought, take the best offer. Do the smart thing. About 30 minutes ago, it jumped right into my head. Just like that. Suddenly I knew the only fair thing to do, the only thing I could do, is sell the restaurant to all of you. I guess I owe my father that much.
Well, Frank, I guess I speak for everybody when I say, thanks a lot.
My pleasure. How about some coffee?
I'll get it.
I'll get it. I'll get the coffee.
And I was hoping we could all sit down for a minute or two and you could tell me a little bit about my father.
Sure enough, Frank.
Plenty time for that later on.
No, I'm sorry, Miss Maria. I'm leaving in the morning.
No, you ain't.
Miss Marie, where you been? I went by your house. I went by the church.
There.
I know you wasn't. Where were you?
I went to see Madame Torchet.
Why?
Miss Marie, who's Madame Torchet?
She's a doctor.
A medical doctor? Well, what does she do exactly?
She puts a spin on people.
A spin? What's a spin?
A spell. She put a chain on you.
On me? Is this what I think it is? Some more of your local color?
Well, Frank, I'm sure a college professor like yourself probably doesn't put much stock in this sort of thing.
What kind of a spell, Miss Marie?
So you wouldn't sell this restaurant to Pokey LeCurre.
Well, it worked. I didn't sell it to him. About what time did this spin that I'm in get spun?
Oh, about half hour ago.
It's been a real kick knowing all of you. I wish you loads of luck. We'll do that coffee thing some other time. Bubba, I hope the check's in the mail because I'm headed on back to Massachusetts.
You can't go.
Excuse me?
I said you gotta stay.
Oh, Miss Maria, I wish you wouldn't kid about a thing like this. See, I'm very superstitious. I don't fly on airplanes. I'd go 300 miles out of my way just to avoid a black cat.
Let him go, Miss Marie. He's going to sell us the place. He's already agreed.
That's right.
If you, Big Arthur, and Tiger try to run this business, we'll be out of business before the year's out. We need this boy. This is Frank's place, and this is where he belongs.
Oh, no, Miss Marie. I don't belong here. I belong in Boston. Home of the Pops, the Sox, the Celtics. I don't know anything about New Orleans. I certainly don't know anything about running a restaurant.
Well, you can learn.
Bubba, come on. You're an educated man. Help me out here.
Can you null and void a spell, Miss Marie?
Don't want to.
Thanks, Bubba.
Madam says the son must become the father. It can't be no other way.
Become him? I never knew the man. He ran off and left me when I was 2 years old.
Got to learn.
Miss Marie, just out of curiosity, what would happen if I just left?
Don't know. That'd be the devil's work then.
The devil? Is it always this hot down here?
Won't be getting hot down here for another month or so.
Really? It's hard to imagine.
Here, honey, wipe your brow.
Thank you.